This is Tom Bergeron from Inventive Labs, bringing you an alumni update. Today we have Chris Janowski from our class of 2015. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Tom.
Can you tell us what brought you to Inventive Labs?
Yeah, what really brought me to Inventive Labs was just the desire for entrepreneurship. I always knew that I wanted to create an application for iPhones and Android devices. And I always had these crazy ideas that I thought I could make happen and just program and potentially start a team around. And once I saw Inventive Labs, I said, this is really my chance. This is a great opportunity to take those visions that I have and turn them into potential businesses.
So with that background, what did you do at Inventive Labs?
So I did a lot of Inventive Labs. I think the first thing I realized is it is not a simple jump into type of thing. You cannot just come with an idea. There's a lot more behind a business or before an idea. You need to make sure that there is a addressable market. You need to understand your audience of who you're going after. And I discovered all of that through Inventive Labs. I figured out where is this application going to fit in the market? Who is going to be using it? What devices are we going to capture using first? What makes the most sense for this idea? And quickly I realized, wow, I wasn't thinking of any of this prior to Inventive Labs. And it really showed me so much more that I need to be thinking about with not just this idea, but any future ideas that I want to pursue. And from there, once we discovered that, we did some testing amongst some of our friends and family to make sure like this is something that people are actually going to use. And from there, we did a lot of training sessions with Inventive Labs, did a lot of learning of what makes the most sense for your company, how companies work. It was really an amazing process for me. And it was exactly the way that I learned. I learned from doing as opposed to just being taught how something is meant to be. And that was really, really amazing from my experience. And from there, obviously, this is really condensed. We did a lot at Inventive Labs. From there, we were able to start a company, myself and two other people that were part of the lab. And Tom and Rick were able to open up doors for us to be able to work with friends and family and get a round of angel investing to start this project and business that we wanted to make happen for an alarm clock. From there, we worked together and started this amazing application. It was a long process. We learned so much through doing and just making sure that this is a business that will thrive in the world. And what we also learned is timing is extremely, extremely important. It's one of the first things that you learned at Inventive Labs. And we learned so much that I will definitely carry on to not only this project, but all my projects that I'll be working on in the future.
Great. So with that, kind of from your learnings and et cetera, what does that bring you? What are you doing now, Chris?
Currently, I'm working at another startup. I transitioned from my startup to another one in Boston. It's called Toast. And we work on POS solutions for restaurants. That's point of sale, just to be very clear about that. And what I do is I am a tier 2 customer care support representative. And I'm there to assist with restaurants that are experiencing any technical issues. I think the important thing about technology is it's meant to work correctly and make life easier, but that doesn't always happen. So I'm there to assist with restaurants and make sure that their business is running successfully. And I really, truly do love it there.
So do you basically work directly with the restaurants when they're struggling with technology? You figure out the solution for them and kind of make your whole solution run for the customer.
Yeah, if something isn't working correctly, they'll reach out to us and we'll reach back out to them, just making sure that everything is working as expected. And if there's any bugs, we want to make sure that we fix those as soon as possible. And I'm there to intervene and make sure that our system's running and their business is running successfully.
Awesome. So based on what I know from you and based on your skill set, I think that's a perfect fit for you. So we wish you well with Toast and kind of going forward. Congrats.
Thank you so much.